What's up, guys? Tristan Nagor here with another video. Today I'm going to talk about 9 ways I've discovered to enjoy going out with friends without alcohol. So things like parties, going to the bar, going to a pool bar, anything like that. I want to learn new ways of figuring out how to go without alcohol and still have fun. Because 5 months ago I quit alcohol, and there were times where I just wouldn't go out because I just thought I wouldn't enjoy myself if I wasn't drinking. And that's not necessarily the case. You can still go out and go to bars and have fun. And I'm not going to sugarcoat it and say that you can go out completely sober. Like, I still use things, and I'll talk about those later, to enhance my ability to have fun, but they're not like alcohol. They're not nearly as dangerous. They're not nearly as addictive. And yeah, it just doesn't make you a belligerent, stupid idiot when you're on these things. So, but without further ado, we're gonna go to number one, which is learning how to dance. So, one thing I've heard from a lot of different people is that when you learn how to dance and you're out, it gives you an opportunity to practice something that you've been working on, which makes it a lot more fun to be out because you're practicing something that you like and you're actually advancing at something, and you're not just there to be there and you're not really progressing in any way. If you learn how to dance and you're going there to dance, you're practicing something you're good at. It's like going to a pool bar and you're going to play pool. You're actually practicing and getting better at something. Like, it's totally trivial and it's not like gonna improve your life financially, but it's a good way to have fun. Number two is take Kratom or Phenibut. I have Kratom here. This is Happy Hippo stuff. Um, I can't put their link in the description because it will probably get this video taken down, and I've already gotten one video taken down from Kratom, which is crazy because if you type in Kratom, you can look up several different videos, but I think it was just because I had affiliate links up. So Kratom is basically this sort of plant from Southeast Asia. It's called Mitragyne speciosa, and it's supposed to trigger your opioid receptors, and it has a very relaxing benefit. And there's like multiple different strains, and some give you more productivity, more than sort of like relief, whereas like the slower strains are more for a relaxing time. I really like mixing the two, so I'll take a slow strain like Top Shelf Bali and I'll mix it with Hyper Hippo, which is a fast strain, and it gives this sort of pro-social, sort of like energy but relaxing, not euphoria, but general good feeling. It's hard to describe because kratom's such a weird industry, but yeah, I definitely recommend that you try Kratom if you've never tried it. If you don't know anything about it, go on Netflix and type in Leaf of Faith. There's a really good documentary on it, and pretty sure the owner of this company is on it. And they also have capsules as well because the plant Kratom itself is very bitter, very gross to take down, especially if you're going in higher dosages. I know I have a hard time taking it down, but if you mix it with orange juice or something like that, or Mios, it's a really easy way to get it down. I take that whenever I go out. This is one of my staples. Another one of my staples, and number 3 on this list, is smoking weed. And, sometimes people think that marijuana is just puts you in the couch and you're not going to want to do anything. Some people have a different effect, and I have a good time if I smoke a little bit of weed and I go out afterwards. I do not drive there if I'm smoking weed. I really don't recommend that you do not do that. And if it is illegal where you are, obviously you can't do that. But here in Canada, it is legal now, and there's some weird laws around it right now, but it's something I use definitely to go out. And this will be one of my staples for how to enjoy yourself at family events without alcohol, because all of these things like kratom and marijuana are both technically drugs, or well, they're not technically drugs, they're plants, but they're something to suppress your feelings and make you feel better about a worse situation. And the people are doing the exact same thing with alcohol. I just recently started vaping, and it's kind of just try to get off cigars because they make your teeth gross, and I really wanted to maintain having white teeth. I started vaping. Next family event I went to, my aunt comes up to me and she's like, "Hey, I heard you're vaping," and it was this weird conversation where she was trying to say that vaping's really bad for you, but she didn't have any facts on it. I was like, "What are you drinking right there?" And she had a glass of wine with her. And I told her like that causes a lot more deaths than what I'm doing here. So I mean, everyone at these parties is trying to use some sort of drug to make themselves feel better. So you're just evening out the playing field by using things like this and marijuana at times. And the truth is, these things aren't nearly as bad for you as alcohol is. And I get into a lot of trouble when I'm on alcohol, and I never get into any trouble on these guys. So I really recommend those. Number 4 is make your friends pay you to DD. So that's fun because you get paid to drive your friends around. If you get $5 from each friend that you're driving downtown, that's 5 friends or whatever that you can drive with you, and you get a few extra bucks. What's wrong with that? So take advantage of what you can. If you're going to be sober and going out with them all the time, take it to your advantage, and then you get the convenience of going home and sleeping in your own bed. Number 5, and I enjoy this all the time, is treating yourself to a snack, because if you're drinking things like beer at night or like pop with your liquor, you're adding up a lot of calories, and that by not drinking and you just drink water or soda water or something like that, it leaves a lot of calories for being able to eat a bit of junk food. So when I'm downtown, I'll go and have a poutine or something, and that's kind of like my treat. That's my high, I guess, is if you want to call it that. Like that's my treat. That's my cheat snack, and I get that when I go out because I'm not drinking. So it's kind of like a congratulations to me to being sober for that night, and I get to go and have a little snack. And that's the good thing about driving, is you can go and drive wherever you want, grab a snack, go home, sleep in your own bed. That's what I like about it. And I just mentioned this, so number 6, I think we were on this list. Yep, 6 is vape or smoking cigars. So this is another drug, nicotine, tobacco, that is used to have a better time. What's wrong with that? I don't recommend smoking tobacco because it makes your teeth gross, it makes you smell gross, it sticks to your clothes, it's bad for your teeth, but really, really bad for your health. Vaping's not nearly as bad, but I think these are much better alternatives to drinking, and one every now and then isn't going to hurt you. So I don't recommend doing these, but if you're going to do something, I mean, it doesn't hurt to do those over alcohol. Number 7 is starting games. So whenever I go out with friends, I really like to, and this is obviously, you can't do this at the bar unless you're going to like an arcade or something, but playing pool or Cards Against Humanity or poker are really good ways of enjoying yourself out with your friends, and it gives you an advantage because you get to be better at these games because you're not drinking, so that's always awesome. Even though when I was playing beer pong all the time, I couldn't play well unless I was at a certain level of intoxication, which is really funny because I was super good at beer pong, but only at a very certain level. You'd often see me like chugging beers when I was doing bad because it would make me better. It's kind of a crazy relationship with drinking that I had. Number 8 is making a cool music playlist. So before going out, spend half an hour making a really cool playlist. And when you're at someone's house, you can go in and ask them to plug in your phone and see what people think of your playlist. And maybe it's really cool when you get to choose your own music. And if you have a cool music playlist, everybody will give you props, and it just changes the atmosphere of the party. And you'll enjoy yourself more. You'll make everyone else enjoy themselves more, and you'll have a better time overall. Last but not least is number 9. This is my biggest tip to younger guys, or even sometimes girls, is talking to the opposite sex. So if you're downtown, take the courage and try to talk to a few girls that are single. Talk to girls, because that's one of the biggest reasons that why younger guys are out downtown, is picking up girls. So if you're out there, don't be the lame group that just, I mean, there's nothing wrong with this, but you all know why you're at the bar, and you wouldn't mind going home with the opposite sex. So you may as well take the leap of faith and try to actually talk to a girl and converse and see if you can get her number or take her home or whatever you want. Like, I mean, don't be creepy or anything like that, but talk to girls. That's what I always tried to do when I was at the bar, and if I was single, that's what I would be doing. I would be going and talk to girls. And when you're sober, you're probably less likely to make yourself seem like a dick. And you'll have a big advantage over other guys who have to be 10 beers deep before they even get close to a girl. And You know, there's no other way to improve at talking to girls if you don't expose yourself to that fear, because everyone's scared of talking to their crush or talking to a girl, and you need that exposure therapy. You don't have the alcohol to help you do it, so you just have to go and do it. You have to have balls. You gotta just do it. Anyway, so that's my number 9 list. That's number 9 9 ways you can enjoy yourself going out with friends without alcohol. If you have another tip for us, leave it in the comments down below. If you like this video, please give me a thumbs up. It helps the algorithm. And please subscribe if you like my content. I really appreciate it. More videos to come. Talk to you guys soon. Peace.